Hey guys, Diver Down Reefer here. Just wanted to share with you guys a little experience I had today when I got home from work with my sump. Basically what I did was I came home from work and like I do every day, I come down here and I check on the tank. And one thing I did see down here in the bottom of my sump, a lot of detritus down here. So what I wanted to do is just give it a good bath. So I figured I'd take an hour and clean it off. I did remember that I bought a bucket of Red Sea Pro salt, and it came with a little bag of carbon. So I figured I'd clean that up real good and throw that in the sump as well. I haven't been running carbon or anything in this for a while, so I figured I'd use it, put it in for a few days, pull it out, just to polish up the water a little bit. So as I was cleaning out my sump, I did notice I do have a little pump back there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but what I do is I turn that thing on when I'm cleaning my sump, and it kicks up all the detritus on the ground and gets it up into the water column, so my filter floss will filter it out basically before it goes into my return chamber. So when I did that, after I put the carbon in, I turned the pump on, and when I did that, the wave from the pump basically pushed that bag of carbon right over to the side of my protein skimmer here, where the intake is down here on the bottom. So didn't think too much of it. I was just in cleaning it around, and then I looked up and I noticed that my skimmer basically was making all kinds of noises, and it just came to a grinding halt. So I flipped off the switch real quick to it. I looked down, and that bag of carbon that I had a long string onto it, got sucked up into my return and got all twisted up in my motor for my protein skimmer. So I went and I untwisted everything as much as I could from right there. It wasn't coming out. So I drained the protein skimmer, took it out of the tank, and took it all apart. And luckily for me, the string popped right out. So basically, guys, what I'm saying is, you got to watch out for those bags with the strings. Something I never really thought that could happen, but it could have ruined my pump really easily. So what I did, I just kind of jammed it into that filter sock, which is probably a better spot for it anyway, a little bit more flow in through there. So like I said, guys, I was just giving you a little update on what was going on. So I also had a big bag of this pond matrix over here as well. As you can see, I just twisted that up and tied it up into a ball with no string onto it. And the rest of it, I basically put it up in my reactor. I haven't been running any GFO or carbon in this for a while, and it's basically sitting there being blank. I put my manifold up through there, have the pipe running right off through it. I barely even have to crack that ball valve open to get a nice flow through there. And I also have the other shut-off valve as well to help control it, and it's doing pretty well. It's pumping up pretty good. Figure that's a really good spot for the pond matrix to be in. Pumping a lot of water through it. They say you really should have it in a real high flow area, so that's what I did. It seems to be running good. Manifold's working great. I still have that other port there. I'm still trying to decide whether I want to go with the algae scrubber or the algae reactor at this point. Either one of them I think is going to be fine. I'm going to put it right there. I got plenty of room in my sump. I can just push that protein skimmer back a little bit, and everything will be happy. So again, anyway, I got a nice clean sump anyway, but just again, wanted to give you guys a heads up to that. It was kind of stupid, but it happens. It definitely can happen, and could have broke my needle wheel and my pump. I was lucky, so I just wanted to make everybody aware of those ties and everything that you have. You want to keep them tied up, keep them pushed off to the side, put a rock on it, something so it doesn't float away. So everything in the tank's doing pretty good. I am getting some growth on just about everything, which is really nice. A-Can's got a bunch of heads coming off of it. My Duncan over here on the side, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's 3 or 4 more heads growing off of that on the back side. Even my hammer back there is starting to come around. I've been moving him around 4 or 5 different locations, and he seems to like it right there. He's not all the way out, but he's definitely doing better. So anemones are doing good. Fish are doing really good. Everything in my tank is doing pretty good. I'm happy with the progress so far. Even my green star polyps, they actually, I know everybody says they're real easy. They grow like a weed. He wasn't opening at all. He actually opened at nighttime which is really weird. It came down here in the middle of the night. He's wide open. Lights come on in the morning. He closed off. I had him down here at one time, and that's when he was doing all that weird stuff. So I put him up top there, and apparently he really likes to flow. And he's coming out and he's growing. He's growing. So, all right, guys, just a quick update. My Red Sea Reefer 425 build. Diver Down Reefer. Peace out.